Don't blink, bye. Don't blink, it's buying. Welcome to the show. Because doing well, because having a wonderful day on this 15 July 2025. It is early freaking morning, and it feels good to be alive. So, without further ado, let's play some of the tower. We haven't played the whole entire day yesterday. I haven't filmed a single video yesterday, so that's kind of insane. But at the same time, I had a very important update for the module. Nice, dude. We're gonna be able to buy a shit ton of them. That is so cool. Oh, that is super important. Oh, that's nice. We have a mission for that. Okay, cool. So what I will do is I'll do a video. Okay, wait a second. Module. Okay, good. Okay. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the show. Hope you guys are doing well. We're having a wonderful day on this 15 July 2005. It's been a while since we saw each other. To be honest, it's been one day. We are playing the tower. Yesterday I made 0 video, which is the first time in 4 years. The first time in 4 years. Look at this. It is really nice though. And the weather is so beautiful outside. So definitely something that I'm looking forward to the rest of the day. So without further ado, let's freaking go. As they say in French, as they say in English. I'm excited. I'm excited to be with you guys. I'm gonna be making this. Well, my phones are full. My storage are good. So I'm gonna be making videos until the battery die probably. Then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm glad I'm back. We'll talk about why I was left, why I was gone, and all in all, it's a good day, so I'm happy. I love you guys sincerely. Peace. Oh. Don't blink, it's your boy, Ink. This way, bless you. Yeah, a little bit of allergy. Yesterday we worked a lot of dust. So this morning we feel a bit sick, but it's okay. Today we have a we have a lovely 15 July 2025. It's 21 degrees right now. It is 5:19 a.m. So the sun is about to be rising, but for now we have a lovely half a. Look at this shit. It's beautiful. The tower. We have a half a foggy morning and half a. It's a weird morning, but it's beautiful. Very, very horror movie. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? On this Tuesday morning now. Shout out to the hustler. Dude is out there at 5:20 a.m. looking for tags. He's working harder than any single person out there. And guess what? You gotta applaud the guy. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to our shop. Because we're having a wonderful day on this 15 July 2025. Today we are doing a taste test. We are doing a caramel Kit Kat Nestle caramel. It's new. It's brand new actually. But with this one, when I take my video of the day, so I'm actually really happy that we're tasting some food. Oh, and a little bee. You see, bee doesn't bother me. Mosquito bothers me. This is actually a really cool story. So I go out, right? I go out and I'm looking for new food to try. And I'm seeing that there's 2 boxes of these. Boxes contain anywhere from 10 to 20 to 30, I don't know. And the first box that I find is empty. Now, of course, this is on the top shelf, and me and my 5'4" high um, aren't able to reach unless there's another box, and this box contains one left. So this is the last one. So either it's a really good product, or either they've been on the shelf for a long ass time. We are going to taste again salted caramel Kit Kats. I just want to take the time to absorb in the design because I think it's beautiful. Because I forgot to do a thumbnail. I was gonna do another video, but then I saw it. I was like, oh my god, I'm craving chocolate right now. So without further ado, oh, little morning cough. Now, oh, I had a second of fear that, you know, the design sometimes is different. But all of these, this is the same. I saw this because I saw this first. Like, there's no white stripes, which is a band, by the way. Because I'm not paralyzed. No, that's another band. I'm not sure as to why we're singing this, but hey. So I'm actually excited. Salted caramel. You guys know that I love salted caramel. Now, what is kind of cool here is I'm expecting that the smoothness of the chocolate. I'm expecting the gooiness of the caramel and the crushness of the wafer. Without further ado, let's break ourselves a Kit Kat. Not at all what we were expecting, but easily one of the best Kit Kats I've had. It is perfection. Perfection. Why? Because it's white chocolate and black chocolate. I'm not a fan of white chocolate alone, but together they're so good. You really taste like the salt is the caramel. You taste the caramel? I wouldn't say so. You taste it a little bit, but you taste more the saltiness. Yeah. There's a small caramel thing though. Very subtle, but you taste it. So subtle enough that it doesn't take over, but not subtle enough for it not to take over, which is really good. Oh, copyright strike. Yeah, copyright issues. So no problem. It's in Fortnite. So yeah, so delicious. I think the score here is the salt, because salt works well with caramel, yeah, but it works well with chocolate. In the wafer in itself, again, the tastiest, with a different texture. So all in all, really good. Would I recommend it? I mean, to me, Kit Kat Biscoff was better. To me, Kit Kat Cinnamon was better. But this is actually really good. So yeah, I would tell you that this is worth buying. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Look at this beautiful morning. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to Competition. As you want to having a fantastic 15th July 2025. This is video number 2 of today. As you can tell, it's kind of early in the morning. It's 5:24. We are observing the lack of or sunrise. It is beautiful. It's a Tuesday. The city of Lachine, my hometown, is sleeping, but we're up and we are creating content for you guys. However, if I can do something for you guys, somebody else can do something for me. And the person that does something for me is a employee at Starbucks who made me my delicious caramel. Now, this is Starbucks double shot energy coffee caramel. We already have a huge problem. Now, listen, I'm not here to complain. However, when I see something that I don't like, I'm gonna tell you. And it's this one, the new. Now, about 2 years ago, we tasted a bunch. We tasted vanilla, we tasted mocha, and caramel. So I don't know what company tells you it's new. Now, why am I having such a problem with it? Because it's fake advertisement. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm super wrong. Maybe there's no such a thing as caramel. And if I am, I sincerely apologize. But if I'm not, you're kind of pretending like it's a new product so people buy it, but it's not new. But then again, I don't think there's a period of time where, okay, well, it's been on the shelf. Can I call it new anymore? I don't know. Um, double shot, double shot are perfect because they're a mixture between an energy drink and a coffee. So a bit less of the taurine, a little bit less of the chemical that makes you a bit more of a natural thing. So without further ado, let's freaking go. It's really nice. As much as I like mocha, which is the two flavor we tasted. We had mocha and caramel, and that's it. Couldn't find vanilla. I wish I could find vanilla, but it's not a big deal. So yeah, so absolutely phenomenal. You do taste the brewed coffee. Now, I'll be completely honest. It is the exact same coffee as in mocha, so it does taste really like a brewed coffee. It really tastes like a brewed coffee. Like for example, you know when you're gonna have it's an instant coffee. It tastes delicious. It's gonna taste like coffee. When you brew it, there's sort of this bitterness. There's sort of this je ne sais quoi. This yeah, it tastes very specific to the brewed coffee. So this is the taste. The coffee is super there. Like caramel. The caramel is there to a point where almost all you can taste is caramel, which is a good thing, a great thing. At the same time, um, I mean, I don't go to Starbucks, so maybe that's how they do it. But just like the mocha, it was a bit more coffee. It was a bit more chocolate. No, you know what? Mocha was the opposite. It was yeah, it was a bit more coffee. It wasn't a bit more chocolate. So maybe then again, it's really hard because it's also a question of balance, right? Is caramel something that is more potent than coffee? And if it is more potent, then your levels are different. However, who gives a shit? This is a good product. I like the way it tastes, and that is the most important thing. So without further ado, we'll move on. I love you guys. Take it easy. Have a blessed day. Like I said, this is really good. Um, Before we leave, I couldn't be telling you what the caramel tastes like because at the same time I'm not a caramel expert. However, I'll be completely honest and say, you guys remember? I don't know if it's a Canadian thing or not. We had those pudding, caramel pudding, and it really does taste like that, which is a great thing because I love those. I wish I could remember the brand. That way, I would make more sense than I am currently. But for the handful or worldwide people that I made like, oh man, I remember these. You're welcome. I love you guys. Take it easy. Right now, we're doing it at the tower because we didn't play yesterday at all. At all. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink. It's your boy Yink. Welcome to the shop. This is Liam Wapta having a wonderful day on this 15th July 2025. Oh my god, you can hear my voice. My voice is more, how can I say that? It's more deep, I guess, than usually. I'm gonna clean the lens because it's disgusting. This morning we're doing a kind of like a weird video because this is a multiple part video. So, first of all, beautiful morning. This is sunrise. Look at how calm it is. It is Tuesday the 15th, and my city, the city of Lachine, is still sleeping. And that's pretty much it on the menu because I don't know how long this video is going to be, so I might be munching a little bit. We have a salted caramel Kit Kat. We have a double shot espresso from Starbucks Caramel, and the pièce de résistance. We have my favorite snack ever. I'm gonna say every, but it's ever. I had the why. I did not know why. Maestro Genoa sausage. So yeah, where was I yesterday? Because something huge happened yesterday, and we didn't make content. Now I know what you're saying. And it's that big of a deal. A lot of people don't make content. No, you don't understand. We didn't make a single video, and for the first time in 4 years, that's it. To me, filming a stream is a video, a short is a video. We didn't film one of them. We saw the bird. That was awesome. So yeah, so it feels very special. It feels like I haven't done this in, I'm not gonna say a week, but it feels like it's been more than a day. Salted caramel, Kit Kats, they're the fucking bomb. Really good. So yeah, now, so I was done. I don't have the best sleep schedule, right? And a friend of the family from yesterday say, "Hey, tomorrow I need you. We're doing some demo work." Which, was really fun. I really had a good time. There's a couple of complications. For example, the container didn't come. My job, which was really fun, which was taking a sort of spatula, taking a hammer and hitting the spatula to take out tiles because we did the bathroom, which was really fun. I didn't like doing a job like that in a long ass time. It's fun. With that being said, because the container didn't work, most of my days were not doing much, right? And I could have filmed there, but however, the problem was miscommunication. I didn't ask him how long I'm gonna be there because I didn't want to seem ungrateful that he got me. I didn't ask him how long I'm gonna be here because I didn't want to seem ungrateful that, or I didn't want to be in a rush to leave, And when I got to hire me again, of course, because he's a good dude, he's a friend of the family. It's funny because we're not that close yet, but he's super, super nice and super paternal. When I say we're not that close yet, it's because I known him for 15 years. But we don't really see each other like once a year, so I know him, but he felt like an uncle to me, Super nice, making jokes. It was a good time. It was a good dude. So, I don't know. I want to get batteries. And as much as I like, yesterday, hitting a hammer on a piece of metal, didn't call tile. It's a very nice noise. The first hour. The second hour is no. Well, kinda. After 4 hours, no way, Jose. So I want to make music. I want to listen to music. We listened to what was it? A really nice thing. So you're gonna go on YouTube and you're gonna write down the complete retelling of Jersey Shore, part 1 and part 2. It's amazing. 5 hours of straight up content that is super good. Really, really nice. So I was super happy about that, right? Now, what I explained exactly was it's tough because it was really rough. So for example, when I'm at work, right, it's a lot of back and forth. For example, when I'm emptying cars, when I'm emptying trucks, it's a lot of back and forth, but it's short distance. So for example, you'll put the boxes. So what we do is we put boxes and we put it on a pallet. So for example, before we're gonna do a skid. A skid or a skewed is how you're gonna put your box on the pallet. So you're gonna be checking out how to put as much box as possible per level. Some skewed are 4, some skewed are 6, right? And then you're gonna have, okay, well, this is fragile, so this is 4. This is not fragile, so this is 5. 5 rows. So you know that a pallet can contain anywhere from 10 to 100 boxes. But your truck is 2,000, right? Which is 10. It's 20. So 20 times in that day, you're gonna have to to take a jigger, which is like a forklift, but manual forklifts. What you do is you put the forks inside the pallet and then you move it and you go back and forth. But 20 times, right, in 8 hours or 7 hours and a half because you have breaks. That is less than 3 times an hour. Most of the time, what I do is it's more so a standalone like this. But at the same time, I don't wrap it up. So there's gonna be a lift or a fork lift. It's gonna come in a fork, which is the tool, right? And they're gonna come in and they're gonna take it. And by the time we have this, it not really work because either we don't have pallets or we had to wait for so long that the pallets were dead are full, right? So we take a break. We take a 10-minute breaks, 15-minute breaks. Yesterday was rougher because it was the fourth floor, and we had to go back up and down. And we had listen. The guy is not a contractor, right? He didn't have this is a house, so you have to take I don't know what you call it in English, like buckets, and you fill it up with tile, and then you take 2 buckets, you go down the stairs, you go up the stairs. So my legs were finished. My apologies. And it was a really good day. Plus, yesterday was hot, so I sweat a lot. But it was a really good day because, again, working with someone that I like. Again, working a job that is fun to do. It was rough. Now, I went to my father's house yesterday. I got a great news. I told you guys that the bike was a bit fucked up. We fixed it. Now, the bike is not good right now because we need to put grease on the chain. Otherwise, I'm going to break the chains, and I don't want to break the chains because a bike chain is super easy to find in store. Now, the problem is we don't know if it's a specific for these or not, right? But the bike is going super well. We really tried it out yesterday. The pedaling, oh my god, the pedaling, it felt so weird because I haven't pedaled on a bike for years. Like, I think, honestly, since the apartment, so that's 12 years. And you never really forget how, but it feels weird to do the movement, right? So yeah, otherwise, the bike is going super well. So I'm back in and I'm tired because I don't have the best sleep schedule. So what I usually do, because I don't have and I would love to say, I would have to blame my sleep schedule because that would make me, I would love nothing more than to blame myself for something I did wrong. But at the same time, what I usually like to do is, because my schedule is so crazy. So my schedule is actually super simple. In the morning, when the sun is rising, I like to make videos because it's very cool. So okay, so I'm gonna do like a very quick. You like the new hat? It's cool, huh? I'm gonna give it to me. There's a roof there, right? But the distance between is actually pretty much. And if I was at the third floor, which is below, this house would block me. I was the second floor, same thing. I'm at the fourth floor, so I'm at the level where the roof ends. Now, this gives us amazing sky view, which is absolutely phenomenal, which I love. However, the sun is setting hard, which is why all of the nature corn are like shipped and they're pieces. Now, we've been filming for 23 minutes. Nature corn has been filming for 21 minutes. I'm going to tell you something, and this is the truth. We never get that during the day. Never. Like, today is going to be cold. Yesterday was hot as fuck. It was 24. Today is going to be, I think it's 25, 26. I don't know. I'm going to have to check. What? 21. Yeah, 21 degrees the whole day, which is great. So yeah, so, then I'll wait until my phones are fully charged. What I'll do is I'll probably stream and then I'll go sleep a little bit. I'll go sleep for 2 or 3 hours because after that I got the sunset, which I want to capture. Then after that I got my battles, which are finishing at midnight. I'm streaming. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sleep from 1 because after the battles I have to do a bit of clips. That way we don't without overcharge. By the way, with clips, I forgot to do something. Fuck. So we're not supercharged, right? Because I tend to do with last seconds. Now with Twitch, we have a huge problem right now, and with Twitch. Okay. Uh huh. Golden Science so sweet. Guys, if you don't follow on Twitch, Golden Science one. No, 3 1. Yeah, 1 1 1 1. 1 1 1 1. That's 4. 1 1 1. Ugh, I'm tired. But it's good though, because yes, I'll sleep a little bit. And at 1 o'clock, I want to do some clips. What I was talking about with Twitch, what they're doing is, yeah, she just texted me. She's super sweet. So what exactly happened was, with Twitch, they allow you for 100 hours. So I stream. Okay, so for example, if I stream, today is the 15th. Okay, so if I stream the 2nd of July, I have 14 days. So I would one of my VODs, which is stored or libraried stream, if you will, archive streamed, would be deleted by Twitch because they only allow 14 days. So I, as a person, have to do some clips. Otherwise, it's gonna get deleted and I'm gonna miss it. So it's not a big deal because usually we're good to it. Now, I tend to do things last seconds. So the problem with that is if I don't have time, they'll delete it. However, Twitch has installed this new rule that allow you to have 100 hours of clips. So imagine that I already have the 100 hours. So now I'm stuck downloading, uploading, downloading, uploading. Then doing the clips, it's a lot more work, right? So, I'm doing it a bit every single day. I have to go to the bathroom. I have a urge to poop. Sorry about this. I think it's the coffee. I've been drinking coffee, so. Long story short, I get up at 1 and I have to wake up at 5 for the sunrise. Now, if I know I'm gonna be busy at work, I won't do it. So yesterday, when we started at 7:30, I'm like, dude, I don't know how long this is gonna be. I need my phone full battery, so I sleep in, which is good because we slept from 1. But I was nervous yesterday because, no, well, yes, I was nervous yesterday because I went to bed at like 1 o'clock, which is still yesterday. But then I was nervous that I was excited also, so I didn't sleep that well. So we come back at 5 o'clock, and my phone is empty. Now, my phone being empty is not a big deal, because we did listen to music the whole day. The big deal in itself is this is my key to get home. So when you go to my apartment, or my apartment building, yeah, you find 3 things. You find a bunch of apartments, right? And those apartments are gonna be like, yo, if you want to ring at this time, or at this time. The craziest thing is, dude, you shouldn't tell us that your apartment, you have the numbers in the name. Well, guess what? It's not my name. I never asked to change it. So, I don't remember what's the name. Beautiful, beautiful bird. So yes, that's actually pretty cool. So, I go back and I go to my father's. My father's in a bad mood, so you know how that goes. It's not great. But we talk. And I'm home by 6 o'clock. Now, this is kind of crazy. The 6 o'clock is absolutely insane. The 6 o'clock is one of the worst things that could happen, because I can sleep for an hour and a half, an hour 45, an hour 50. After that, we have to have the sunset. So I put my alarm clock in 2 hours. Then I wake up and my legs are completely fucked. And when I say fucked, I mean fucked. They're bad, bro. So, long story short, I said a lot, huh? We sleep in, and then I wake up. It is now 11:30. So we slept from 6. No, that's not true. What time did we wake up? 11:30, yeah. So we only slept 6 hours. So I slept for more than that. Then I slept for way more than that. Well, 6 hours is 6 hours, right? So now I try to go back to sleep because, again, I'm afraid of this. I want to get the sunrise. Even though this morning the sunrise is going to be boring. It's going to be no clouds. It's going to be clear sky. However, look at this. This is actually the perfect morning. The perfect morning. Now, why is that the perfect morning? Well, it's cold outside. We just had a really rough day yesterday, which I'm grateful for. But it's rough. So this morning, the fact that we take it more relaxed, it's better. Yesterday, not able to film, at the same time working. See, for me, making content is okay. But let's put it like that. This is actually a really cool way to put this, to put it in this perspective, or in this I need 3 more coffee. It's an easy thing to put in perspective. Right now, we're having fun, but we're also working, because ultimately speaking, this content is going to be on the channel, and if I get monetized, this will be monetized content. So, you know, however, yesterday I was having fun. I was hitting tiles and destroying things, which is fun. I don't know, a lot of guys are complaining about being in demolition. So we destroy things, and because we destroy things, I'm having fun, and it's also work. So in the 2 cases, kind of it's the same thing. Now this morning is very cold. Well, when I say very cold compared to yesterday was very hot. So in comparison, but if you look at today, it's actually pretty nice. It's 21 degrees, like I said. And again, I'm gonna brag about the sunrise. It is gorgeous outside. So that's pretty much it, to be honest. So and this morning I was kind of afraid. So I wake up at 12 o'clock. Let's say 12. It's 11:30, but it's closer to 12. See, that's the thing. So when you wake up, you especially when you don't have an alarm clock, you wake up around when your body tells you, "Hey, wakey, wakey," you wakey. And then you don't remember the exact time, but like, yeah, it was around 11:30. So it was between 11:30 and 12. I don't know. And it's like, okay, well, I'll try to go back to sleep because I want to make content as soon as the sun wake up. I was really tired yesterday. I do not know what happened. I was so tired that my body shut down. I had a cold. I was sneezing. I was having a little mucus in my nose. Now, for some reason, it's not the case. I think because we were so tired, kind of the immune system shut down, which is not good. But now we're feeling better, so that's actually pretty good. But I was also nervous because yesterday we didn't make content for the first time in 4 years. I didn't make content, and when I say I didn't make content, I didn't make content at all. We didn't play the tower. Well, that's not true. We filmed the video, which is Tarot Tatizi, which is on this phone. It's like an hour and a half. So yeah, it was cool. It was just really cool to do this. It was just really cool to take a day off. But then my problem is I have no balance, or no sense of balance. So what I'll do is I'll take a day off, and then we'll just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going until I'm like, holy shit, I need to take a break, right? So because we took a day off yesterday, today would have been a day where there's more. I need to do more work. However, when you look at it, it's actually quite nice because the hard work we did yesterday for my body is amazing. It's amazing. Yesterday I had to put my body to the tests, and this is when you realize like, oh my god, I'm kind of, it's not good. It's not good at all. But at the same time, today I wanted to get more relaxed. See, that's the thing. That's a weird thing. The upper body isn't hurting at all. The upper body is feeling good. The upper body is as normal as can be. The lower body, my legs are fine. My feet are fine. For all you feet freaks out there, what is affected is below your at your hips, below your quads. So if you know your muscle, you know your quads are above the knee. Take a knee. Take a knee for the king. A little bit of a joke here. Take a knee. Go behind the knee. Go a bit higher. Not to where your butt is. Your bottom. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The whole crowd looking at her. She hits the flow. Next thing you know, gotta get low. I don't remember if it's Flo Rida or Lil Jon. I don't remember. But yeah, so this is where it's affected. Now, as much as this is insane because this is a perfect perspective. We worked physically hard yesterday, so today I have to take it chiller. I don't know if chiller is the word. It should be a word. Trust me on that. We have to get more calm, more relaxed, right? And for content, it should be the same thing. However, this is the opposite. So yesterday I worked hard. So today I don't have a choice but to take it slow because I can't do much. But for the content we did do yesterday, and I have to not go crazy. Yeah. See, this is the thing with the mind, which is insane. The mind, you can push it, you can push it. The body will tell you, stop, dude, stop, I'm hurting. The mind will not tell you it's hurting until it's really hurting, and now you're like, oh, too late, right? So yeah, so it's fun. I'm happy that we're getting to this together because at the same time, this is my life, right? First day in 4 years about not making content, but what I'm trying, and also I'm repeating myself, but what I'm trying to say also is it was a good day. It was not like, oh, bro, I don't want to do shit, right? I'm lazy. Like no, we worked hard. Plus, we were three people. One of the guys stayed for 1 hour. He said there's no AC. So the container's not here. I'm leaving. Now I'm fucked because I don't have a car, so. But at the same time, it was really nice. Really nice. That's pretty much it. So yesterday, no content, imagine. I know, it's coming from me. That's actually hard to understand. That's hard to believe. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Got this perfect morning. Why is this perfect? What I did the perfect morning? What is nice? We're making content. We're uploading clips. I'm playing Cheetah of the Tower. Oh, by the way, huge news for the tower. I always tell you how. Oh, it's taking a lot of place. Well, we figured out how to lower the quality of the screen recording. Anyway, YouTube will put it back up. YouTube will put back up the quality. And with that, what we did manage to do, which is insane, we lowered it to 720. So this morning, as you guys know, I play a couple of games on this one, and I play a game on this one. The one game was 3 hours and a half, and it was 16 gigs. Now 3 hours and a half is usually 45 gigs. So yeah, gang, motherfucker. We're gonna be better, because the less time we use to upload a video, the more I can upload. And now, if I do this, see, this is all on the pretense of space. Okay, so per hour it's taking 13 gigs, right? I can upload 7 gigs, so you know I'm at deficient. Yeah, you're gonna clip this, just me saying deficient. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. So at 13 and you're doing 5 and you're playing 7, you're stuck. You're stuck. So the plan of the day is to have enough storage bonus to be able to suffer a loss hour per hour. But now with 3 hours, it was 16. Let's say 3 hours was 16, right? It's less than that, but I'm gonna say that. There's 3 hours 16, it's about 5:33. So 5, 33. We are uploading 7 gig per hour, which means we're now uploading faster than we're recording. No, this is not true, because we're recording on 2 devices. So even if we are able to get 5 point something, 1.33 on per hour, it's still times 2. So it's still 1066. 1066, I'm still losing about 3 something per hour space. But we're losing 3 instead of 6. So it's better. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. For real this time. Peace. What would I say that? Well, because just a good news, bro. Because I have been stuck managing the storage for. I started in May 2021. Probably had problems and May 2021. Oh. Don't blink. It's your Wayne. Welcome to Welcome to Richmond. Living Walks are having a wonderful day. And it's 15 July 2025. Wanted to come on here, do a short. Because I miss you. I love you. I said we didn't make some videos. And it felt weird not having you guys in my life for one day. And I know that this is possibly something I should talk to my shrink. Luckily enough, the Canadian health care system is pretty plugged up and I don't have a shrink. So instead I'm going to come on here and say, hey, I missed you. I'm wishing you a good day. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. Exactly 6 o'clock. And we have the sun peeking out. So have a nice day. Take it easy. It's a Tuesday, so enjoy your day. It will be very cool in the Montreal area, which is good after the heat of yesterday. It'll be a good day. I'm hoping that you have a good day. I can't do much for you guys, but I can wish you a good day. So that's déjà ça, which is in French for that's already it. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Okay. Don't blink, shabaying. Welcome to the Culture Show. Because we're also having a wonderful day on this 16th July, 15th July 2005. Today we are of course talking about Gundam. You're right. I don't know how you figured that out, but we're talking about Gundam. So I did mention sorry, I'm so sorry. We're talking about Gundam Eternal. Okay? So I didn't mention how I was taking a break from Gundam Eternal. However, this was technically not true. So are we taking a break from Gundam Eternal? Absolutely. However, there is a event right now, which is Gundam Thunderball, and it's for 2 weeks. So I'm gonna be playing it, and it's gonna be counting as it's still the break, but a bit less. So Gundam Eternal. My first thought. Well, again, we're coming in a case of I don't know the character. I have no clue about the series. I never even heard of it, but it's a very different thing. Now, the event, the way they did it, is phenomenal. First of all, is you have a diagram of 10 Gundam that you can actually forge. Get caramel, salted caramel. They're amazing. You have a cast of 10 Gundam you can assemble. You got 8. 8 storyline. However, 3 of them are hard. I think the storyline is 5. The sad part is we're getting a lot of the repeated Gundam. So for example, Bolt is repeated, GM is repeated, which has a Thunderbolt version. Now, I know the premise. But if I continue, there's even bosses pass. You can buy some unit. Bosses pass. You can buy the unit. What else? What else is there? There's unit assembly. You can get metal to buy the better Gundam, which is great. The story in itself is very dark. So we're super dark. We're in the middle of nowhere. There's no Earth Federation, and the cool thing is the graphic completely changed. But the cool thing is quite familiar. I was born in the 90s. We're uploading clips here. It feels like the 90s. It feels more recent than the first generation of Gundam, but it feels older than Seed. So I would say 1900. I would say 95 to 1000. That even makes sense. Now, the story in itself, I have to be honest, not my favorite. So it's actually quite sad is how people were missing limbs. So they could be missing limbs, they could have lost limb from a accident or something like that, and they're still piloting Gundam, right? And in this case, it's insane because they're soldiers, you know. We're fighting against a sniper. And the sniper is super talented. Like, oh my god, I have to avoid them. Now, this feels a bit darker. This feels like it's very military. It feels very dark. But most of all, it feels very musically heavy. So the main bad guy with the sniper guy listen to a lot of jazz. So the whole time you have to listen to jazz. I'm not a fan of jazz. It's a week in my life I have to listen to jazz, so it's not a big deal. So it's more sacrifice for you guys. So the story in itself, the guy, and it's actually kind of cool because you're gonna put it in the comm. So for example, there's a comm system. If you're close enough to the comm system, no matter who you're with, the enemy or the good guys, we can hear you. And the guy is into jazz. And when you hear the jazz, it's like, oh my god, it's coming. So yes, I really like that. Apart from it, I mean, it feels a bit, it's weird because we don't have new type, which is the first time ever we don't have new types. But coordinator with Akira, we had with Akira, sorry, Akira is from a show that I'm watching, which is The 100. Judo, Camille, and Amuro. We're all new types, so it feels refreshing. In fact, that there is mention of the Zabai War, but it isn't about it. It's like a year after. So yeah, so it's a pretty good show. Feels different, which is nice. Is this something I love? So far, no. We're 2 episodes in. Now the problem is, for example, these events or moments like that, it feels like you have to watch Gundam. So there's these two people that kiss, and it almost feels like the guy is forcing himself on the girl. And like, well, this is weird. But then I don't know the story. Are they together? I don't know. You know? So it's complex. But anyway, this is a Thunderbolt event. Check it out. It's 2 weeks. Plus, I think it's kind of cool. Let's wait and see the Gundam, what they look like, the final Gundam. By the way, we started moving forward a lot. We did our first Ultimate ×2, which is giving us ultimate things that can kind of create ultimate ultimate a lot, huh? Gundam. So soon I'm gonna have Ultimate Gundam, which is amazing. But why are they amazing? Well, technically speaking, it's kind of like a pay-to-win game so far, but not really, because they give you a lot of diamonds. So you get to draw, and you get a chance of a SSR, or Ultra Rare, which is the best case, right? Now, every 2 weeks, get new Ultra Rare. The Ultimate are a way of making your own Ultra Rare, so they're free unit that are the best quality. And that's pretty much it. This is the free to play. However, to get to the free to play, it's very hard. Why? Because, for example, you need to beat a level that's 103,000. It will take you a while to do it. But the good thing is, once you've done it, the next one is 140, and then one after is 150. So it goes fast, and you can get a lot of ultimate parts. The cash is a problem. It's like I said, 100,000, and we're making 25,000 per day. So it's a little bit of a problem, but not a big deal. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Okay. So you're still recording, and that's something so cool. I hope you know I'm joking. However, I think you're fool. I should be doing some module. Oh, let's do that. Another day, another casualty. But that won't happen to me. Whoa. No, you're not gonna make it up this time. Fuck you. Goodbye. You said bye for the last time. Goodbye. It's so loud, all of them. Oh, she's sweet. She's super sweet. Oh, you're joking. Ugh. See, the sun is up now. I'm not gonna be complex to make videos. Okay. Dream, where people can collect emotional debt. Article for gaming. Yeah, that I can do that. I'm gonna do Lie. I'm gonna do Gundam is done. Yep, let's go. Oh my god, my legs. Don't blink your buying. Welcome to the show. Considering well for having a wonderful 15th July 2025. The gorgeous sun has decided to present itself upon us if you believe in God. And the sun god disappeared. Today is one of those weird videos telling you can tell that I'm in good energy, I'm in good spirits. That's because we slept a lot. But quality fucking sleep, guys. It was amazing. So let's do a little bit of a humble brag in this Tuesday. I was saying Wednesday, but no. And I was gonna say Monday, and no. So you know what? Let's try Tuesday, and guess what? It is Tuesday. Because we have a tournament today. So how are we doing today? Doing good? Good. That's good to hear. I'm happy that you're doing good. Oh yes, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Yesterday, humble brag, we worked really freaking hard. But I do mean really freaking hard. So that was positive. Because of that, we were very sleepy. Now, I don't know if you guys are like me, or I'm one of the weird one out there. And I know what you're saying. Dude, you've always been one of the weird one. I don't think I'm a weird one for dreams. So yesterday, we had a weird dream. And it's kind of nice because we slept for a while. And the dream itself was weird because I was working in a bank, right? Oh my god, that dream. And that bank was called the Bank of Steph, which was my bank, right? And people came to collect. And then I was like, oh my god, I'm in the bank, so I must be collecting money. And then they started talking about emotion, right? And the dream in itself was so weird because it was so weird. Because I went into a vault, and in the vault you had different emotion, and you had to take some of it. And the weirdest thing is, I remember in the dream thinking that, oh, there's not that much left. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. So, but in itself, the context of an emotional debt, an emotional bank is also super cool. And it's a hard video, but I don't know. You know when you feel like something is worth talking about, an idea is good, but in itself the idea is not really present in your mind, right? So like, okay, well I have the concept, I have the thesis behind it. I just don't know how these all connect, right? So I was like, you know what would be fun? Because I like to do that. I like to do memory things. I like to do things that are practicing the mind, right? Especially since lately I've been playing a lot of Rummy. What is Rummy? It's a game that's kind of cool. And then I was like, okay, well let's make sense with that. And then at the same time, the dreams. For example, if you're a very religious person, right? You're not gonna dream about another religion because this is your religion, right? So there's a possibility that behind the dream there was some subconscious idea or subconscious concept or simply something that I wasn't sure how to explain. What if your dream in itself was confusing because the subject in itself was confusing for you, right? I don't know much about this, so I speak a lot of languages, but I don't speak Mandarin, right? So I'm not gonna start having dreams of people talking Mandarin, right? Because I don't speak Mandarin. I'm trying to say, right? So, yesterday, I woke up at 11:30, which is still yesterday, by the way. And I was like, okay, well, that was a fucking weird dream. And then, I went to piss. And then when I came back, I couldn't sleep. And I was trying to sleep, and I was trying to sleep, and I was trying to sleep. And I'm like, dude, shut your brain off. That's why you're not sleeping. But the second I shut my brain off, I was seeing the dream itself. So the bank in itself is a cool way to talk about yourself. Because the bank is what? At the very core. At the very core, a bank is somewhere you put your money at. The bank, at the very core, is a safe place for something that's important to you. Which is... Exactly, you're right. So, is the bank in this scenario my role model or my blueprints of a safe place? because I never saw a bunker. You see, this is important. This is super cool. What a cool video to do. I never saw a bunker. I never saw the inside of a vault. And a movie I did, but not in real life. I never saw the inside of a prison. A prison should be safe. You cannot get in, you cannot get out, right? You understand? So, because that is it, the safest thing, the safest place in the bank, right? And at the same time, your emotions are as important as money, if not more important. And by if not, I mean they are. So then you realize that emotions are a very valuable resources. See, people talk about time, and time being the most valuable resources, which is not true. The most valuable resources are your state of mind. I have 20 years to live. My doctor said, listen, you're not gonna make it. You're not with the rate of what you're living right now. You're not gonna live long. Okay, I can change it, and then I start changing it, and I said, I'm not enjoying life anymore. Right? Then I know that I did some damage to my body, so I'm gonna die one day quicker than others because of damage I did to my body. I want to be happy for the rest of my life, right? So, right there, instead of placing your positive energy in a bank, you're just living day to day, which is also a bank. Why? Because when you put money in the bank, what are you trying to do? Two things, right? Trying to save your money, first of all, and if you have enough money in the bank, they'll pay you interest, right? Now with those interests, this is why I'm putting money in the bank. There's a return of cash, right? Which is important. It's important because it's a mentality. It's important because this is truly how you picture things, right? Enjoy the grace. Okay. Fake account. I love it. So, when you live on a day-to-day, right? When you live in a day-to-day, do you really need a bank? Not really, right? So you don't think about a bank, you don't think about this. But then your emotions are the same way. Today I feel in a good mood. I think I've entered a good mood to do a lot of videos. Yesterday we worked hard physically. The body's in shambles, but the mind is still good. So I would focus on minding, which doesn't make any sense, I know, but trust me, there's a process. So why put it in the bank? Well, even if you're living the day to day, you can need money in the bank. If something happened, if my car breaks down, I know what you're saying, I don't have a car. Guys, it's an example, chill. So I need money in the bank because I got my car in the garage. And they're fucking me over, but they're only garage nearby, so I don't have a choice. I'm willingly gonna let them fuck me, so I don't get fucked by somebody I don't know, you know? So you put money in the bank for rainy days, right? Rainy day funds or a squirrel funds. I heard that from a Shameless, and that was such a good idea, such a good concept. The squirrel fund. So what they do, the squirrels, they put nuts in their mouth. Now you're gonna be able to clip this nuts in their mouth to make me look, you know? That's okay, that's fine, I allow it on this day for it. So they do the squirrel fund, which is keeping some nuts for the winter. So you put it in the bank, right? But then at the same time, this explains why the emotion at the bank. Because the emotion, I'm gonna keep them safe. Right now, guess what? We're broke. We're less broke than we were before. But I'm at two months of financial ruin if I don't keep working. So we're better than before, but not that much. The emotion, there's always been there. Rich, poor, hungry, fed, tired, awake, working, not working. They've always been there. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, possibly because emotions are, to me, more important than money, right? And then even when you go to the bank, what they'll do is they'll give you like a drawer, if you will. And the drawer, what they'll do with the drawer is they'll put your valuables, your ring, shit like that, right? And because they put your valuables, they're safe in the bank, right? Now I don't remember which one it is. Is it this one? I don't remember. Channel content. Are you the one? They need to upload. You're not the one. You are not the one. However, I know that you're not the one, so that's actually pretty good. Channel content. Are you the one? You're the one. YouTube Studio. You are the one. So, this answers the question of why I was in a bank, right? But then the question is, why did people come collect? Now, at the same time, this is kind of cool because there's two ways of seeing it. The first way is people came and collect because I owe them. But also people came and collect because they trusted me with their emotion, and I need to do what? And I need to do what? I need to reimburse them. See, and I have to give them interest. I have to go bathroom. It's such a complex context in itself. Such a complex context. People coming to collect those emotional. And now, it can be seen in multiple ways. I have amazing friends. But because I have an amazing friend, I have to be an amazing friend myself. Would I be an amazing friend to somebody who's shitty? No. Would I be the friend of somebody that's shitty? Absolutely. But let's just say that you treat people like you want to get treated. So if you treat people like shit, don't expect to be treated nicely, you know? Then with people coming in, I was like, okay, well, that's weird. Because at the same time, you couldn't put faces. Because I remember looking at a paper. And there was nothing in the paper, but I couldn't see their face. So you don't see face. You're like, okay, well, this person. And I think in itself, this is so telling. Because this is such a cool thing. If you really analyze it, right? And again, we're brainstorming right now because I didn't write down and I didn't call a medium and say, hey, I know it's 2 a.m., but please help me with my dream. That doesn't make any fucking sense. I think the reason why we didn't see a face, I think the reason why we didn't see a name is because you don't really think about it. So for example, I'm with my friends, right? And we're normal. And his friend is super nice. Super nice, right? So I'm gonna be nice with that friend. Because they're super nice and they deserve it. I don't really see it as an exchange of kindness. It's just two like-minded people talking, right? Now when somebody's an asshole, I'm not gonna go like, oh yo, you've been an asshole to me, you owe me. You're owed being an asshole too, I guess. Doesn't make any fucking sense, but at the same time it does. It does. Because, and that's the funny thing, I remember them putting emotion at the bank. But I don't remember all of the emotion being nice. And that's a problem, because again, with the emotion, I was opening up drawers, right? I was opening up drawers. And I don't know if some of them were negative emotion, right? Then they were negative emotion, you also have this bank, right? But the thing that with the dream, it's pretty easy to analyze, right? If feelings are important and people put your feelings, they're gonna trust you. And trust you with a secret, right? And the secret in itself is not that interesting. Judas, they trust you with a secret and like, yo, don't tell anybody. Like, I don't think anybody cares, to be honest. But it's important to them. So you're like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna tell anybody, right? And then you're knowing. Well, a lot of people know. I don't think people don't know a lot, but I could be surprised. You know that if you tell the secret, you're gonna hurt that person's feelings. Now, if you're an asshole, you don't care. But if you're a good person, you don't want to hurt that person's feelings, right? For secrets, but maybe the same way for emotion. This person came to you, and they're vulnerable. They say, you know what? I'm not feeling X, Y, Z. And because I'm not feeling X, Y, Z, and because I don't feel X, Y, Z, then I don't feel too good about it. But if I'm feeling X, Y, Z, then I'm feeling good about it. So, for example, with emotion, I trusted you to be in a good mood. I trusted you to be vulnerable. And this is nuts because this is as simple as this morning, I'm in a good mood, okay? We're starting our shift at 8 o'clock in the morning. I come to you at 8 or 10 to talk. And I'm in a good mood. Now, if I said you're in a good mood, and I ruin that mood, I'm an asshole. But, at the same time, this person trusted you with their good mood. Like, you know what? I'm in a really good mood. I think preservation also. And if you look at the bank thing, that could be preservation. I think that people in a good mood want to preserve it, so they kind of you gotta make sure that they keep that feeling. So me owing people was weird because this could be a perception of guilt. So I'm seeing the way people treat me. It's very nice. I want to be nice to them. I don't know if I can. 2 days ago, we made a video about my parents and how I was thankful, but powerless to do anything to say thank you. You know, maybe that's why also that we had the dream, right? Maybe that's why. Maybe I felt guilty that I wasn't nice enough, right? Or maybe it's pressure also. Like I have good days, I have bad days. And since I'm working on socials, I have to be the nice guy, right? I did a video, and this I'll be completely honest. This guy, I make a joke. I make a simple joke. It's not even. I've been an asshole to a lot. I've been a much worse asshole to people. I just made small jokes, and then this guy was like complaining. I'm like, bro, if you didn't want to comment, then don't. So what I do is, when I get comments on TikTok, I answer with videos because it's a good way to connect with you guys. It's free content, and it's growing the channel a lot because it gets for some reason, some people, they're gonna see your answered comments and they're gonna repost the video because they feel like it's a read, right? So but it works the same way because there was this guy who said a comment like, "Oh, I'm your #1 fan. Please can I get a comment?" And then I got comments, and then they disappear. Understand? So it's kind of like double edged, but at the same time, like, give a fuck no, because I get content. And this person, you gave me shit for the content, for the comments. Like, "Oh, dude, you're an asshole." I was like, "No, I was joking." He said, "Oh, well, that wasn't funny." And in my head, I'm like, "Oh, first of all, funny humor is different from people to people. I can think that fart jokes are worth the. I don't know if there's a price for comics. But you should get the highest price. I can think that farts are stupid and they don't deserve price, right? Not because they didn't understand the joke that it's not funny. And I'm sorry to say, but if the joke was funny to me, then it's enough. I don't need to make people laugh. I would like to, but I don't need to. If I can make myself laugh, who gives a shit, right? So yeah, so this is kind of special. And then he kept going and kept giving me shit. And there's a second where I was like, if it's gonna be that, I'm not gonna make comment to answer. It's because of one person, everybody would have paid, right? So why am I telling you this story? Because just like the bank, we had a lot of answers in the bank. But then people didn't pay back their debt and shit like that. And I was like, fuck it. You see what I just said? Pay back their debt. Do I feel like people owe me? Or do I feel like I owe them? You see? That's a not clear part. But then people, like for example, Shao, last week, not even last week, 3 days ago, you go to see a concert and like, yo, when you see the concert, I'm like, oh man, I'm so happy for you. It's like, I'm gonna send you videos so you can post them. And I'm like, yo, no stress, bro. I'm not gonna force you. Enjoy the show. And he fucking calls me and says, yo, this is your song. Which wasn't my song, but still. It was Coldplay. It was just nice. It was just blessing. I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. Do I feel like I owe Shao? Well, when you see somebody doing something nice for you, you're like, holy shit, they're so nice. I want to be nice to them. But then it's not a simple offense. Oh my god. It's not a simple offense. It's not the first time they're nice to you. It's just something they did that was really nice. Why am I not connected to Wi-Fi? I don't know why you're not connected. It's kinda weird to say it. So, at the same time, what does that mean by the bank? I don't know. It's actually a weird thing. And then like like I said, this is possibly just because I was tired, right? But at the same time, there's a reason why I had a dream and not another dream. And some people, I'm not just a person in life, but I'm envious. One thing that I envy a lot is people with dreams. I don't have dreams at all. I'll have once a month, twice a month, that's it. People that have dreams every single day. I'm like, wow. No. The little dream that I have, they have to mean something. You understand? We like food a lot. So it's like those people that are able to eat whatever they want, and they don't get it pounds. Or there's people that, us, me and you, that eat a little something and they gain 4 kilos. I'm gonna gain 4 kilos no matter what, so I'm gonna want to eat something that I like, right? Because I'm eating something that I like, then even that, though I'm only eating 1 time a day, I'm gonna be eating, versus the person that's eating 4 meals a day, I only eat 1. But again, trying to lose weight, not gain some. So the meal that I have is supposed to mean something. It's like this guy who has dreams every single night, or us that have a dream once or twice. It gotta mean something, right? And I think the more troubling the dream is, the more important, because your dreams are not coming. Your dreams are possibly coming. The thing is, for babies will sleep like 16, 17 hours a day. They're always fucking sleeping. Now this is actually a coping mechanism from their brain, because their brain is like, okay, well, I need you to go to sleep so I can assimilate the information. I can be a sponge. If you don't sleep, I'm not gonna be able to assimilate everything, and you're gonna be lost somewhere. I don't know where you're gonna be lost, but you're gonna be lost. So I think just like the babies. There you go. There you go. I connected without even using the video. I didn't know that was possible. And just like the babies, things like a coping mechanism. I think your subconscious understands things that your conscious doesn't realize. Because your subconscious understands things that your conscious doesn't realize. That makes you possibly speaking, that makes you the dreamer. Have dreams because you need to understand something. Your brain or your subconscious doesn't understand that you didn't understand one way, so present you in another way. What I'm trying to say. Anyway, maybe I'm insane. Most likely I'm insane. But if there's something behind it, damn, it's important. And the possibility of importance, the possibility of importance is as important as it being important itself. But then again, maybe I'm crazy. Love you guys, take it easy. Peace. Look how much the sun has risen in like an hour. 18. Sheesh. Tumbling, shebang. Welcome to our show. So you guys are doing well, because I'm having a wonderful Tuesday, 15 July 2025, at like 6:25 a.m. The sun is up, is saying hi. Are you gonna say hi back now? Cool. Today we're talking about Fight Club, and I know what you're gonna say. Inc. You already did 10 videos on Fight Club. Why do we care? Well, because this one is special. And this video is why Fight Club is possibly the best piece of content of media ever created. So yesterday I have a shift and we're doing demolition, so I'm super tired, and we have this fucked up dream about a bank of emotion, and we're in charge of that bank of emotion, and we owed to a lot of people, right? Like, what a fucked up dream. But then it brought me back to Fight Club and how good it is. See, in Fight Club, I think we're all the MC. We don't even have a name. See, another game that does that is Zelda. Zelda called the main character Link because they wanted the character to feel linked to the story. Maybe we're the MC. Maybe this doesn't have a name because it can be you. It can be Ink. It can be Joseph. It can be Mary. It can be Jesus. See, very religious, isn't it? And I just realized that it makes me seem like I'm comparing myself to them. No, I'm just going to be religious for a while. And if we're that, then we possibly all have a Tyler Durden, right? But in itself, you have to understand what is a Tyler Durden. Okay, so end of movie, there's this character who had this shitty life, and this character suffered from insomnia. So they have this shitty life, and then you find a group that is helping him sleep, right? And because it's helping him sleep, it's like, holy shit, bro, I'm finally healthy again. And then he loses that to a person that he doesn't like, right? And that person that he doesn't like is a thorn in his side, and he gotta get rid of it. So then, shortly after, enters Tyler Durden. And this is why it's so important, because Tyler is the answer to the main character problems, right? The person that was annoying him, Tyler takes care of her. Doesn't kill her, but he fucks her. And because he fucks her, she's nicer to him. And because he fucks her, she's nicer to him. And she allows him to go to the reunion that allow the main character to sleep. So you see? And now that's the funny thing. That's the funniest thing. The main character become best friend with the person he wants to become. Become best friend with the person that he wish he was. Because if he was that person, then he wouldn't have all the problem that he has. Tyler is almost a god to him. Almost a god to him. But then, and the movie in itself, why this is so good is because the main character almost developed these erotic feelings for Tyler. Like this lust. But then he developed his own feelings to himself. Which is kind of cool because the whole life of the guy didn't like himself. See, the problem with Fight Club is there's no story before Fight Club. We don't need a story before Fight Club. All that matters is the present, right? Fight Club also is the answer to all. He was a wage slave. So in the movie, they showed that how he wanted to buy a furniture, right? And then that furniture he needed to buy to pay his job or to work at. He needed a job to pay the stuff. Sorry, as you can tell, we're tired without making a lot of sense. He became a wage slave. So what Tyler did? Tyler burned his apartment. Okay. Why? Because all of that material was costing him money that he didn't have. Then he lives in a dump. And guess what? He's happy in the dump. He's happy. Right? So okay, he's happy in the dump. He's like, okay, well, fuck the rest. Which means that in the first place, he didn't need all of that. He didn't need it. He wanted it for obvious reason because it looked good. That's a simple thing, right? The main character feels weak. He feels like the world is stepping on him. So him and Tyler, right? they created this fight club where you basically learn to fight. Why is that important? Because the main character didn't know how to fight. So with those guys, they kind of learned to fight. And then the main character didn't have a single friend. He didn't have a single person he cared about in the world. But the Fight Club, he has a bunch of people that he cares about because they form a unity, a group of men working together towards something. Right? Before you say this is misogynistic, I didn't write the book. I love the book. I love the book. And I love the book. So, if you're gonna call me misogynistic, go ahead. But then it comes back to the group of people goes too far. And then when it goes too far, the main character asks, who told you to do that? Tyler Durden. Later on, it's revealed that Durden is the main character, right? So why is that so important? Because Tyler Durden went too far. Maybe the main character didn't go far enough. See, the thing with Fight Club is you never know who's right, who's wrong. Tyler had conviction and the means to do them. The main character had doubt that they fucked the whole plan up. Now, was the plan a good plan? No. Was the plan something that would have put the world back in time? Yes. But it was still something, a change. It was still anarchy. Holy shit, you guys saw that. Look on the roof. The beautiful bird on the roof. Am I watching you? The bird? It's beautiful. Oh, it left. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. So then, you realize that like the main characters need a Tyler Durden. When you become like Tyler Durden, can you stop him? right? But then again, go back to the main subject. Why is Fight Club the best piece of media ever made? The main character was crazy, lack of sleep, prolonged, I don't know, lack of sleep. Because of a prolonged lack of sleep, he was able to hallucinate this character within life, exactly what he has, right? By having this lack of sleep, by having this non-normalcy in his life, he was able to accomplish everything that he sets his mind to. He was able to accomplish more in his couple of weeks than in his whole entire life. See, Tyler Durden might have been wrong. He was a bit of something beautiful. Tyler Durden might have been wrong. It was the answer to all of the question. The best piece of content is makes you doubt yourself. What's your favorite movie? Does it make you think? Does it make you ask questions? Right? And again, I'm going to repeat myself. If you had to change the world, would you do it? I hope it would. I hope it would. Fight Club is one of the best pieces of content ever because it's such an anarchy, but such a system. You're thinking this nobody who picks up a bunch of nobody and he gives them a regiment. See, another part of anarchy, I was born in the 90s, so more of the anarchy we had, V for Vendetta, in Vendetta. We couldn't do much because it was alone, right? We had who else? We had we had Equilibrium with Patrick Bateman. It was a guy living in a society where you took pills to not have emotion. Now I know what you're saying. This is insane, bro. This is 100% insane. But it's not emotional, irrational. They're not factual. Mistakes are born from emotion. Emotion also bring emotions. You can have positive emotion, negative emotion, but it'll bring more emotion. See, when you fall in love, right? Do you really fall in love for a couple minutes, or you fall in love for a while? We're talking about the honeymoon phase. This is also important, right? So the society, everybody's the same. Everybody doesn't have emotion, everybody's on the same level, and you work together well. The main character is like, I'm not really living. So he breaks the system, and he takes the pills. He has stopped taking the pills, which makes him not have emotion, or have emotion, which is coming back to normal life. Equilibrium is a beautiful movie because you're going around town killing people that are like you. They had the same job as you. But then, what happened? They stopped taking the pills, just like you did. And when it's time for you to get killed, you're afraid. They weren't afraid, they took it like a man. But then itself, a system of anarchy is it back to nature. Which is nuts. Right? The Matrix. Another system of anarchy. But this one is a make-believe. It's not real enough to realize. See, The Matrix itself is a great movie of anarchy. An amazing movie of anarchy. It is people going after a system of everybody's controlled. Everybody's living this fake life, this simulation, right? But then, it's so science fiction that you don't believe it. The principle is right. The being controlled, this fake system, this fake life is all right, it's all true. But the way you present it, as an Alice in Wonderland, the number of mention of Alice in Wonderland, right, is insane. But nobody will ever say that Alice in Wonderland is true. So because of that, nobody will ever say that The Matrix is true. The principle is real, but the movie is not true. Understand? And then we have the Joker, which for the longest of time was the symbol of anarchism. this symbol brought chaos. He didn't care who he hurt. He didn't care who he saved. He was an agent of chaos, showing people who they really were, which is just like Fight Club. Understand? So why is Fight Club better? Because in Batman, the Joker takes a bunch of people from Arkham Asylum, and they're so crazy. It doesn't fix them. There's this one scene where they capture a guy who's working for the Joker, and he is insane. Okay? In Fight Club, you take a bunch of people that are insane. You just train them. Because you train them, they become part of something bigger. And this is the definition of anarchy. What is anarchy? In my book, anarchy is a movement. Anarchy is the birth of a change of the system, a change of something that we establish. Anarchy is defiance, rebellion, vendetta. Anarchy is needed to fix the system. But anarchy also has its problems. You cannot base a system on anarchy. You cannot do shit on anarchy. You can do much more with the belief of anarchy, with the belief of what this could bring. Anarchy is a seed. And you find a seed on the ground. It's like, oh my god, I wonder what it is. So out of curiosity, out of boredom, you plant it. Right? Anarchy is this small spider living this totally normal life, webbing his weave until someone came in and stopped it. Spider isn't dead, still alive. See? Still alive. Anarchy is taking the web that was doing, the hard work it was doing, and just moving. In a simple seconds, we destroyed that web. I didn't even destroy it. I destroyed the process of creating the web. Because I destroyed the system of creating the web, I created anarchy. So now the spider will have to redo. And will redo the exact same web. A different place, a different way. This is anarchy. You plant a seed, and then you plant a tree. And the tree gives you fruit. When you plant a seed, the plant wasn't to have fruit, right? This is anarchy. You planted something, not knowing what's going to happen. You got lucky, you planted fruit. If it didn't give you fruit, would you cut down the tree? No, of course not. You didn't know it was going to sprout. And why we took a tree? Because a tree is a home for a lot of animals. Sometimes a bird nest, sometimes squirrel. It's a home, sometimes ants. It's a society of different people living in it. You know? It's a society, it's a system. You live on the high branch because you fly. I live in a hole because that's all I can do. I live in between the, I don't know what you call it in English. L'écorce. On the tree bark, in the tree. We cohabit. But all it takes is one little thing and then that system is broken. Humanity in itself was anarchy. We had a cycle of life. The strong, the weak, the strong, the weak, the strong, the weak. We weren't as strong. We're not strong as a gorilla. We're not as strong as a tiger. We're not strong as a lion. But then we created technology. We created fire. Created weapons. To kill us said stronger. And then we became a predator. By doing this, we completely changed the cycle of life. That's anarchy. Then you realize that, why that's so important? And the answer is, in Fight Club. It's always been in the Fight Club. You're always going to be stuck between anarchy, or involuntary anarchy, and a system. And just like the MC, you have to choose. Do I follow Tyler, or do I do myself? You know? And this is why Fight Club is so good. The character created Tyler because he needed Tyler. The character created Tyler because it was all he wanted to be. It was a dream person. It was a dream person that was able to materialize due to lack of sleep, due to hallucination, right? But the insomnia wasn't new. The ancestor was young. So why create Tyler now? That's a question you should ask. Why birth anarchy now? That's a question. Don't blink, it's your boy Yank. Welcome to the show. Guess you're doing well. Guess you're having a wonderful day on this 15th of July 2025. Today, we are asking ourselves a pretty freaking important question. I got next to nobody's left. How much? 25%. We're still pretty good. We'll do a new high score, I think. A new high score. Today we're answering the question. The question itself is, I went to my father's house yesterday. And he wasn't. Oh, I got a text. My mom at 6:50. Good morning. She started. I don't know why. Yeah, my recording, my uploading restarted. I don't know how it works. That's okay. So my mom texted me. Whoa. She sent me a picture of the moon. It's super nice. Okay. I'm sorry about that. They went to my father's house and he went in a bad mood. Right? And yesterday, so what happened yesterday was I went to a friend of him work, and it was very physical work. It was construction work. So my body was destroyed because, again, we're not in shape, right? So I went to my father's house hoping to pick up the bike because the guy's gonna get operated today. I told you guys about it. So I was like, okay, well, when I get the bike, it'll be quicker to go home with the bike, and I won't have to worry about it for a couple of days, where hopefully my body will work today. That's yesterday thinking. Yesterday thinking is, what if my body's gonna be tomorrow? I'm not gonna be too sore. I'm seeing how sore I am. It's not that bad. I got to work today in about 5 hours, and I'm ready to go. Right? I'm gonna be able to take a warm bath, sleep a little bit, and I'll be good to go. Right? I was like, okay, well, I want to get my bike. So yesterday my bike wasn't ready because we had to put the grease. And then I was like, fuck. So the grease. And he was in a bad mood. And because of his bad mood, he was a bit more aggressive. And yesterday there was a couple of times where he asked me something I was telling. So for example, right? I asked him for a lift because I'm like, Dad, please, I'm in pain. Like, don't get a habit of me giving you a lift. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I asked you once. And he said, no, I gave you a lift yesterday, which was Sunday. But Sunday was raining. It was raining hard. Guys, remember we filmed it. They wanted me to walk in the rain or to walk in pain. I'm like, that's not okay. That's not normal. And then he was like, yeah, today you're in pain because you work. Yesterday I didn't have to give you a lift. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And then give me the reason why I had to give you a lift. I didn't force you to give me a lift. You gave me a lift. I asked you. I said, hey, I don't have to wait to go back home. Give me a lift. You know? And then his phone was charging. And I told him it's charged. Pick it up in case, because he gave me a lift to come back. I said, pick up your phone just in case. And I told him it's charged completely. Don't worry about it. It's 100%. And it's like, no, it's 95. And I'm like, why would I lie about that? Right? And then he's looking at the phone, like, oh, you're right. And that's not the last thing. The door. So he's working upstairs. He had a duplex, he's working upstairs. There's a lot of dust. So leave the door open. That way, it circulates in the hallway. I don't know why, I'll be honest. and he put a what should we call it, like a door stopper. And I went to close the door. Say, don't close the door, right? I said, I don't even close the door. And then he got mad at me, gave me shit, went upstairs to check if the door was closed. And I was like, why am I seen like a liar? Now, this is kind of an important thing. Because the subject in this video is not my father. The subject of this video is people doubting you, right? So, as a person who lied in the past a lot, used to being doubted. It's okay, it happens, right? I was 20, I was young, I was dumb. I heard people. I heard a lot of people because I was lying. So, the consequences, people, but all perfect. Will do, Mom. Love you. And even my mom, I'll talk to her, she's like, oh, you're joking. You know? And again, I heard people, so the consequences, which is losing their trust, is absolutely normal. You see, but this is also very sarcastic because when I'm lying, or when I was lying, I was like, oh yeah, I lost their trust, well, I deserve it. But now I'm not lying, and I'm like, well, fuck you should trust me, right? But the difference between you lying and not lying doesn't change. It's how people view you. People perceive you as a liar. It doesn't matter if you're saying the truth or a lie. They think that you're lying, right? And then I was like, okay, well, how do I deal with this, right? And it's funny because yesterday and this morning we did a video on emotions and how people are perceiving your emotion, how you deal with your own emotion, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, this is kind of the same thing, right? How do you deal with a person that's like that? How do you deal with a person that's in a bad mood? How do you deal with a person that doesn't trust you? See, trust is earned, it's not granted. People are not going to trust you. How do you deal with that? Do you just say, fuck you, you don't trust me? Which is the reaction that I had yesterday, right? Or you're understanding that they don't trust you. See, I think, we just did a video about that too. Did a video about anarchy and order. I think we're in a very special position. I think if we like a person, there's no problem. I think if we don't like a person, it's two cases. Either I'm going to spit in your face, or I'm going to ignore you. And then when you have to deal with that person, like, oh, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Right? But this, what the fuck am I supposed to do? It's actually quite normal. Not everybody in your life is going to like you, you know? But everybody who's going to, in life is going to trust you. Trust is a hard thing. How many of people in your life that you don't trust? And then you expect people to trust you. When somebody's mad at you, or mad at me, okay? Before, it's like, okay, well, fuck you, you're mad at me, fuck you. But I'm like, okay, well, why are you mad at me? And then, this was, let's say a couple of months ago. And then, more lately, I'm like, you know what? I don't agree with why you're mad at me. I don't agree with that. You're mad at me for a reason I think is stupid. Right? And that can happen, right? That can absolutely happen. However, instead of saying that, what I'll say is, I don't agree with you, but you're entitled to be mad. If you want to be mad, it's your right. I cannot tell you, don't be mad at me because I didn't do nothing. No, if you're mad at me, be mad at me. Right? It's a question of living with that. It's a question of living that. See, with a person that doesn't trust you, there's no use trying to justify yourself because they're not going to trust you. So this is wasted energy. This is wasted. So what you're going to do, just be comfortable. Just be in confidence. I know I'm saying the truth. And there's also the question of, you know that you're saying the truth. You know that you're a good person. You know that you didn't do anything wrong. The fact that they don't know, the fact they haven't realized that you're not wrong. That you're not lying. For example, my father yesterday said, oh, the phone is at 95%. And I showed him. Now it's at 100%. Oh, okay. I'm like, dude, you just call me a liar, bro. You know? But with the confidence, you not needing to prove anything is the biggest gift you can do to yourself. What am I trying to prove? What am I trying to convince? There's so much time in my life where I try to convince people that didn't deserve it. It's like, why do I give a fuck what you think about me? You know? But at the same time, you being seen as a liar is not good. or people having a negative opinion about you is not good. Because this is all part of the bigger scheme. If you're in a room full of people and a couple of people don't like you, well, it happens. If you're in a room full of people and everybody hates you, there's something wrong. The question is, what did you do wrong? The second question is, were you justified? The third reason, or the third question is, can I live what I did? For example, I told you guys a story about a knife. So I'm at work, there's a guy that always loses his knife. He borrows mine. I don't care. I lent to him. 2 weeks later, I found the knife. And what he did was he took my knife, he took out the name, my name on top of it, and he put his. So what did I do? I stole this knife, which was my knife. And then in the law and the eyes of everybody, I stole it. And his excuse was like, yo, he gave it to me. I lent it to you, right? But technically, yes, I did give it to you. Because I should have asked it back. But in my mind, you said, oh, I lost it. I believed you. Because the guy said he lost it. The guy said, I lost your knife. So I trust him. Because, he loses the knife on me every other day. So in the people's mind, I was the asshole because I stole my knife. Right? And then I tried to convince people, like, hey, it was my knife, it was my knife, it was my knife. Then I realized, like, no, I don't care. You think I stole a knife? Okay, I stole a knife. I know what I did wasn't wrong. I know I was justified with what I did. Now, was that enough for me? That wasn't enough for me. Yesterday, I didn't need my father to believe me that his phone was at 100%. It's a simple fact that he didn't believe me. Then you're asking yourself, why? And I say, it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing because I think, inherently speaking, we're doubtful. See, one of the first things a kid does, a baby does, is question. Question this and this and this and this and this and this and this. Now, they do it out of curiosity. They do it because they don't know, right? But as adults, we still do that. And then what changes is that now, we ask questions because we're doubtful. We're doubtful because of our life experiences, which is actually normal, you know? I just... Okay, the phone is too hot to film. Fucking sun. Oh. Mm. Come on, Hank. Okay. Don't blink, kiss your boy Ying. Quick commercial. As we go off, I'm flashing the sun. As we go off, having a wonderful day on this 15th July 25. We set all of last night, which is amazing. I'm working in 4 hours. It's like, you know what? The stream is beautiful day outside. The sunshine in the apartment. Usually I would go nap before work. Fuck, you know what? We're gonna tough it up. I'm gonna have some fun nonetheless. I hope you're excited because I am. What was that supposed to be about, baby? It's hot. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. Concept. Good.
Always be proud of yourself for how
Ink, stop complaining, man. Be a fucking man.
far you have come, and never stop pushing to be the best.
That feels good. Well, okay. What a quiche.